Welcome to the Cold and Dark Start tutorial for the A321LR for MSFS 2024. First of all, in the walk around mode, we need to remove the engine covers and the chocks. Now we can walk into the flight deck. The click spot is the door at the front of the airplane. Just move your mouse over it and click to enter the flight deck. Let's head up to the overhead panel. So this is your familiar A320 startup. Batteries on. External power on, fuel pumps on. Going to go APU master switch on and APU start. On the EFB, before we align the IRS, we're going to set the align time to instant. And now we'll set the IRS to nav, nav and nav. Once the APU is showing as available, turn on APU bleed, switch off the external power, and on the EFB you can now disconnect the ground power unit. So before we start the engines, you'll want to do all your FMC setup, purely because you can only get to this second initialize page where you insert your weights before the engines are started, and that is literally 2 or 3 clicks to do. So now let's move on to engine start. We'll turn the selector to start and then switch on engine number 2. When engine number 2 is showing as available, we have a good start, so we head back down to the pedestal and we activate the starter for engine number 1. Once both engines are available, we can return to the overhead panel. We'll switch off the APU bleed, APU master, and now on the EFB we are ready to push back, so you can just press aft pushback. Remember to disconnect the parking brake before your pushback. I'll do some takeoff config here, so flaps and arm the spoilers. Lights as required. The essential things for takeoff checklist are to switch on seatbelt no smoking and arm the emergency exit lights. Something that's disabled by default is predictive wind shear, so we'll need to switch that on. It's that switch on the pedestal here. And before flight, we'll want to change the engine mode back to normal. Just for reference, I'm going to complete the takeoff checklist here, so auto brake max is that button on the bulkhead. To check the cabin, you press the cabin call button on the overhead, and once that's done, you can just head back down to the pedestal, hit test takeoff config, and you'll see takeoff config normal. As for the transponder, just hit this button to select TARA when ready. Thanks for watching this quick start tutorial. I hope you found it useful. Please check out my full flight tutorial linked on the end cards and on my channel. Take care, and I'll see you next time.